working? Is this thing working? Is this... Alright. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I have had issues with this stream. I have had... It's not that delayed. So a few minutes ago I made a post saying like, oh, this stream's gonna be cancelled. I figured out what's the issue, fixed all that, but I'm gonna delete that post. Don't think anyone saw it though. So no one's probably gonna hear this, but I've had issues with OBS being... I haven't used it in a little while and it's been updated. I have to sort of redo a lot, like reinstate, reconnect my channel multiple times. So that was annoying. I've been very focused on that. Wanted to actually start the stream before that. But, hello, hi. It is anniversary month for 2025. Are there one here, damn? Probably. But the fact that there is someone here is certainly something. Yeah, this YouTube channel is too, like, unpopular and inactive to really have much of an audience upon a stream immediately starting. Plus, most of the time I have some actual time before the stream starts. For this specific one, I just created it and immediately started because I had another stream that I just deleted out of frustration that OBS was refusing to work. But I figured out the problem. Now I have a new stream, which is this one. But yeah, hello, hi. It's been like I said, it's been a little while since I last streamed. But yeah, today is anniversary month. Well, I mean, it's been anniversary month. It's the day of the anniversary month kickoff video. So that was the intention, that I was going to react to that, but then OBS decided to be a bitch. And so I watched a little bit of it under the assumption that there would be no stream. But I decided I need to figure this out. What happened? And after figuring it out, I decided, you know what? I'll redo the stream. So I have seen a little bit of the trailer. But before I say what I've seen, I will say that I do have, just like last year, I do have a bingo for this year. I've got quite a few stuff, some of it which I kind of doubt, some of it will probably not happen this Wednesday, but will probably happen at like the finale, or like at least just later on. I'll probably still mark it down. I'll probably share like the finished bingo at the end of anniversary month, beginning of Spooktical. And then we have some that are a bit of a stretch, admittedly. For example, the CG5 monster. I just looked at the new Ethereal Workshop cover, that remix that he's doing, and I just thought, oh yeah, that was kind of a thought in the back of our minds when Break Out the Box came out, or was being teased. But what I have seen is, let me get a good color to mark down this stuff. Use this one. Let's try. I have seen the rare workshop monsters the upgrades for both the tuning structure with the name of this particular kickoff being time for a tune up. I pretty much immediately caught onto that. And then I also saw the reworked friends menu, so that's cool. That was something I didn't really think of until much later. But besides that, I don't think I've even seen all of. Oh, and I also saw the seasonal snacks, but I think at describing the bigger snack, I was way too focused on fixing OBS. So I did not get much of it. But as I saw, so far the trailer is, plus not to mention I was just angry. I didn't have much thought in my mind other than stupid OBS. I need to just mad. And that sort of clouded up my thoughts for yeah.
I love making maps, especially maps for people.
Help. Stupid ads. I hate that. Here we go. Okay. So it was said Tyson was saying it was a year since the player part for Ethereal Workshop.
Of Ethereal Workshop.
I find it kind of funny that
all of you came together to play your part.
Really acting.
Help us reveal the Ethereal Quantum Myth.
Playing.
I'm not crying.
I'm gonna be honest. That video legitimately makes me actually tear up. I'm not joking. Just seeing the community, how they came together, just with this already really great song, the reveal of the myth. I don't know, just something about it just legitimately brought a tear to my eye, and it was certainly something. I kind of find it funny.
You're crying!
Yeah, he's got a point there. I was crying.
Anyways, we know that the Hailer Helper community has been clamoring for rare ethereals on the...
Yeah, he then reveals the upgraded attunement structure, which... Hold on, let me rehear how it works, because again, thoughts clouded up by anger.
You'll be tuning up the very monsters themselves. As you send Meebs to become attuned, you can select an eligible workshopper to have its chance to be tuned up on a per element basis. Different tunable elements can be available each week during version 4.9.
So I think you add a monster, and then instead of choosing a Meeb to tune, I think you need to then pick one of the elements of the monster with an elemental Meeb that you have, and then you'll have a chance to tune that element, or... No, or... Oh, wait, no, I think you can both attune a Meeb and a monster. I see. Okay. You can attune a Meeb normally, and you can attune a monster's elements.
Once you have all the appropriate elements tuned up, the ethereal monster is transformed into its rare ethereal. All the different tunable elements can be available each week during version 4.9.
Select a Meeb to receive an island's attunement. So is it in the process you...
Once you...
Wait.
This. Different tunable elements can be available each week during version 4.9.
Unless, I'm a bit confused by this, but it seems like this is going to be the easiest variance ever. It seems like the Crucible, but from Amber Island, but a little bit more complicated, but in result, you have a guaranteed rare. That sounds incredible, honestly. That sounds amazing. Like, actually, that does seem like a lot of shards, but like I said, it seems that it's based on. I noticed that Mech is the cheapest. Shadow and Crystal are both equal. They're obviously based on like the Mirror Island cycle, just like the regular Meebs. But based on Mirror Plant and Earth Island, how they have different costs. I think the island you select will be a lot cheaper if the monster you put in does not have the element than if it does. I guess because
9.
I don't.
Once you have
Then I think
different
what's happening here
tunable
is
elements can be available each week during
you're turning a Shadow Meeb into a Plasma Meeb, and in turn, that is going into Common Bemeebeth to get one step closer to Rare Bemeebeth.
version 4.9. Once
But I think then we just cut to the other way around afterwards, to where we're making a Plasma Meeb into a Shadow Meeb, and attuning Common Meebkin's Shadow element. Okay. I think I'm getting it. So I think you'll need to pick an island, and then a Meeb, or no, you pick a Meeb, an elemental Meeb, and then an island that does not have that Meeb. And then the Meeb will become that island's ethereal element, as well as give the common ethereal that rare element as well. Once all of its elements are
you have all the appropriate elements tuned up, the ethereal monster is
guessing that
during version 4.9. Once you have all the appropriate elements tuned up,
then I think this right here, this would be Meebkin's last element. You'd then this would have that Plasma Meeb become a Crystal Meeb, as well as give the Meebkin that already has the rare Plasma and Shadow elements its rare Crystal element.
the ethereal monster is
automatically
transformed
upgraded
into its
into
rare ethereal form. But
rare
which
form.
monsters are being tuned up first? We've sent Monster Handler Gen to
Which that tells me I'm gonna need a lot more of every workshop monster.
investigate.
At least,
Let's see what she's
3
discovered.
of every workshop monster, not including the workshop monsters, the workshop quads I'm going to be teleporting to the other islets.
Thanks, Monster Handler Tyson.
You might even need like more of. I might need to get like more. Okay. My question now is, will you be able to teleport a, say, rare whale to Plasma Islet? Because they explained that the way you get rares in. So yeah, this next part shows off the rare monsters. Yeah, the rare, all 5 rare. The rare forms of all the 5 workshop monsters, of Wave 1 workshop monsters. And then they explain how you'll get rares on the
Randomly
islands
produced as the
with the rarefied dish harmonizer, which essentially is just this. It works the same, but it has a chance of producing a rare monster when said rare is available to like buy or breed. They never said anything about the workshop monsters being limited time. So I think like Amber Island, the variants for Ethereal Workshop are going to be permanent. Which is heck yeah.
You guessed it. Rarefied Dish
It looks
Harmonizer
like,
allows for rares to be randomly produced as the outcomes of the dish harmonization process as part of specific timed event availabilities.
But yeah, it looks like it's just going to be random chance that the common gets upgraded to the rare form. a lot like how a lot like breeding islands. That's gonna be but oh well. It's not worse. It's not like worse than breeding. So that still kind of begs the question of what about epics? We could just upgrade the could just be the same thing, but I don't know.
This includes not only the new rare workshoppers that Jen showed us earlier, but all previously discovered rare ethereals as well. I'm talking about
Yeah, they also confirmed that this is going to be coming to both Plasma Island and Mech Island, so that is a heck yeah. Going to be having a lot of things to update. And I'll explain why after I watch the rest of the video. I think after the video I'll give my thoughts on the new monsters that they
monsters like Rare Ghast and Rare Socks on Plasma Islet, or Rare Rebro and Rare
yeah, they'll also bring the Rare Island ethereals.
Aculele on Mech Islet.
So that's
Recall
cool.
that likes work a little differently on the ethereal islets.
But
And
looks
that
like
only
they're
a
gonna
primordial
wait to do the rare primordials, which fair enough. So now we move on to the
Let me tell you why we have Spectrum. I'm on a video chat. Melissa's live streaming.
This is going to be annoying, having to deal with ads all the time. So that's great.
Improvements to the friends and social systems in My Singing Monster.
Now we have the friends menu. So this is pretty coolio. Essentially just a complete rework of the friends menu, giving more customization options for your profile, as well as a rework for how you get friends. Now you have to, the request has to be accepted by the person you send the request to. Then you also have a better way of finding friends, though I don't
Visit their islands, light their torches, and send them keys. But we've made some exciting.
Oh yeah, they also just outright completely changed the friend code system. How like the friend codes are, which that's fun. That's great. Hold on. Which one is it? There we go. Yeah, that's great. That's really fun. I have my current friend code memorized, 237975573BB. So that's cool that I'm now gonna have this as a new friend code. It's definitely not gonna be very memorizable, but whatever. Not like anyone else's friend code I can memorize.
Important changes.
Oh, well.
First, of course, is a visual overhaul to the menu that makes it bright, modern, and highlights the all-new player
I think
profiles.
that's about
One of the changes is to start building out your list of possible tribe mates.
Looks like this request is from Monster Handler Nick.
Hey everyone, I'm Monster Handler
I also
Neha,
like how
one of the
they're
artists here
putting,
at Big
like a bigger range of monster handlers out here. So that's neat. Oh yeah, the seasonal snacks.
about Anniversary Month's exclusive seasonal snacks. Inspired by Big Blue Bubble itself, we
I
have
kind of wasn't expecting them to do seasonal snacks for anniversary month, but I'm not complaining.
the Cafe Blue Coffee available
I probably should have put it on my bingo card. We still have yet to get anything other than the rare workshop monsters, but
in a medium bakery, just like the
Oh,
coffees
right,
that are
and
served
the-
here in the office. But I'm most excited about the bubble pastry, the top tier bakery item unlocked in the large bakery. Every time a player goes to bake a bubble pastry, it will randomly take on the recipe values of another large bakery seasonal snack from throughout the year.
Okay. So that's interesting. So it'll have different values based on the different bigger snacks that we've had throughout the year. And I'm assuming they'll add the Spooktacle, Be Hereafter, Feastember, and Festival of Yay snacks for next year. On top of that.
Each time it will be different, which we hope will make for an exciting and unpredictable baking experience.
So does that affect everything, or just like the outcome and time and XP, or like what? I'm hoping like it'll just affect everything. Like it'll be like you'll be able to tell what it is based on the cost, and it'll tell you like what it is out right off the bat.
Another new addition in
Okay, here we go. Alright, what is this? What is all of this that we've had? I see Epic Wobblins. I think that's Ethereal Epic Wobbox. And Plasma Islet. And... oh, the Krovlaftian Crocus and Mech Islet on the right. And then the left is Phosphorin Flux. Don't know what that is. It looks like, is that some sort of upgrade system? Is that... I don't know what that is. But then there's, I think that's Fire Oasis Wobbox, Epic Wobbox. Then the Paranormals, and then the Seasonal Snacks. Give me a second. Let me look at. Forgot what this second symbol is. It's obviously happened in 2024. It's before the Paranormals, and before the Epic Wobboxes, so before Feastember. Was it? I don't think it was the Mirror Magical Islands. Was it? Wasn't the update to the map? Oh wait, maybe. No, I think that's a mirror. I think that's a mirror in the... It's an upgrade and then a mirror. Is it the Mirror Magical Islands? I don't know.
In version 4.9, that looks almost good enough to eat, is the 13th anniversary monument that showcases all the assurance department.
Alright, this is where I stopped. Here's the new stuff.
I don't know.
Hey Justin, what's going on?
Oh, hey Matt.
Does-
Hey Sarah.
does
Just
it-
trying to
does it
decide which
match?
jam pack I should pick.
Wait, what do you...
Justin, what's going on?
Oh, hey Matt. Hey Sarah.
I didn't realize there was another Matt.
Just trying to decide which jam pack I should pick.
Jam pack? What's
Wait,
that?
what do you mean?
Well, during the beginning of version 4.9, there are new special in-app purchases that give different amounts of currencies and brand new exclusive costumes for common, rare, and epic Jamboree. See? Look!
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, I see.
Oh, what the what? I mean, those costumes are cool, but like, what? Should I spend the money to get that? I bought a Void Corn. Ugh.
So depending on if you choose the bronze, silver, or gold jam pack, you get something different?
Yep, and I have to choose carefully because once you pick one, you only get one.
Wait, what? Wait, you can't get all three?
Well, wait a second, gang. Why don't we make a fourth option where the handler helpers can get everything from all three packs?
Oh.
All of the currencies and all three of the Jamboree costumes
That
at
makes
that
sense, a lot
value?
simpler.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah. Okay, so for the value of less than the silver and gold combined, you can get all three. Okay.
That's a great idea. While we're at it, why don't we set up another anniversary month exclusive in-app purchase that gives the players diamonds and last year's exclusive Voidcorn costume for Furcorn.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's go sing it from the rooftop so everyone knows.
Okay. Yeah, I might get that. I won't lie.
Did somebody say singing? Well, I, Monster Handler Ben, am very excited to share that the recording studio structure will finally be available on PC in the Steam version of My Singing Monsters version 4.9. Plus, we've improved the metronome timing and animation on all islands, so it's a more helpful rhythm tool as you're recording.
Goodness.
Now you can sing with every fiber of your being on your favorite islands. Let's hear what Ethereal Workshop would sound like if everyone was in the style of Nightmare.
Oh god. Oh boy. Oh come on, you can't record the castle. Come on.
Click here to make your very own monster.
Oh my god, it's Bill! It's Bill! We love Bill. We love Bill. Heck yeah, Bill. Oh shoot, it's... Right, the bingo card cuts off the text. I know that the handler helper community is just absolutely delighted. whenever they, I shouldn't do a voice. Whenever they say yours truly appear in a piece of art. Yeah. So I thought to myself, who am I to deprive the community of song all the time whenever they want to? Wait, what? Yeah. I love it. So I pressured the monster handlers to make a brand new costume. I love it. I love it. Yes. Special costume for Mammoth. That's based on me. Aren't I handsome? Up here. In the all-new 2025 anniversary packs. Excuse me, I hear a monocle.
Frohes Monstern!
What? Alternate reality German-speaking variant of Monster Handler Matt.
Ich freue mich, verkünden zu können, dass wir eng mit einem Lokalisierungspartner zusammengearbeitet haben, die deutschsprachige Version von My Singing.
Right, this is the German, proper German localization stuff. I saw on the wiki that like they were gonna do stuff about that.
Monsters zu verbessern. Wir haben euer Feedback aus einer Nutzerumfrage zu Jahresbeginn eingearbeitet und die Namen zahlreicher Monster, Events und mehr angepasst. Wir hoffen, dass unser deutschsprachiges Publikum dadurch ein noch besseres Spielerlebnis hat. Und jetzt rüber zu Monster Handler Charlie.
Hey Handler Helpers, it's Monster Handler Charlie here, and I am so excited to share a new feature with you. Starting in version 4.9, you will notice at the bottom of the monster's bio is a new First Discovered By field that is added. There will show you a display name of the player who was the first to breed or otherwise discover that monster. Isn't that cool? This will apply to all monsters released prior to version 4.9, extending all the way back to 2014 and the introduction of rares. At certain points throughout the year, we will update the first discovery field for newly released monsters all at once, instead of adding them as we go along. Now, when the new monster is released, the whole community will be on the edge of their seats, waiting to see who was the first to discover it. When version 4.9 releases, go check out each monster's bio and see if you were maybe the first to discover it without even knowing it. But don't do that quite yet. We've got one more exciting surprise to share with you.
Hi everyone, it's MPG
here. MPG? Oh, hello. I have. Okay, hi. What do you want?
And I am with the monster handlers right now, but how am I going to go about proving it?
Wait, what was it?
I am with the monster handlers.
Okay.
I have all the handling power now. Now I am here working with the monster handlers on something so special. I can't say what it is right now.
I will say it's probably about time that like MPG had some sort of like meet up with like the monster handlers, like met up with them at some point, considering we had Diane like way before. Fair enough. But like recently we had like Matt Shea and some other guy. He teased the Bone Paranormal. I forget his name. But it's like if you're gonna have like a YouTuber be a part of like an MSM thing, you should probably do MPG.
Mega cool. It's absolutely ground shaking, and you guys, you are going to love it. Just you wait.
I just wasn't expecting.
It was only the beginning of bringing you guys into My Singing Monsters itself. You as a community are going to be involved in the game a little bit more. But as you guys know, projects can take quite a while, so expect some updates in 2026. That's all we can say for now, but we want to stay tuned because it's the handlers though, they have so much in store for us throughout the upcoming year. I know they have a lot going on because you can feel the vibe. So it's a mystery for now, but I know they have
the whole team. So many faces that we don't really get to see often. I didn't really know about a lot of these guys seen in the this kickoff.
Have a lot going on because you can feel the vibe. So it's a mystery for now, but
see like the main faces like Monster Handler Jen, Charlie, Ben, Tyson, Matt.
Stay tuned. For now though, happy monstering!
Thanks MPG. Although I sincerely hope you're not planning on holding on to that helmet. Oh! What a perfect ending. Thank you so much for tuning in to our official kickoff for version 4.9 and anniversary month 2025. We sincerely hope that you enjoy this update, and as per usual, us monster handlers have one or two tricks up our sleeves for the grand finale, but you'll have to stay tuned to find out more. Thank you so much for 13 amazing years of My Singing Monsters. Enjoy anniversary month, and until next time,
Offer. Wait a minute. So that was the end of the trailer. So I see an eye. Is this maybe the light paranormal? Because of the shape kind of reminds me of how the Harrionet first entered. How the sky became like all hexagonal. And all glitchy, but although this portal kind of looks like it would be like part of the actual, would be seen in game. For a second I thought like the lights in like the center of the eye were like a face. Like the big lights. Because I felt like 2 eyes and a smile. Could be Dawn of Fire maybe related. We didn't get any mention of Dawn of Fire in this kickoff, which is, that's shocking. That is weird. Especially considering this is the game's 10-year anniversary. Do they want to wait before they show off anything for that? Or no? That feels weird.
Funding for
Let me look at something real quick. Get the actual FM count. So obviously all of this stuff is going to be coming on Wednesday. That would be September, was it September 3rd? The 3rd. But, yeah, was not expecting, I figured there was like some stuff that like, yeah, we're going to be getting that. I just forgot about, like the updated friends menu, the breeding menu actually, and the seasonal snacks, the in-app purchase stuff, like new bundles and stuff like that. That stuff I probably could have like predicted, but I didn't. I forgot about it when thinking of this bingo card. But regardless, I probably wouldn't have gotten a bingo because, like I said, no mention of Dawn of Fire at all, and I was expecting quite a bit of stuff seen would have been like mentioned, like Rare Enchant Lane and Epic Catalyst. Like, I thought for sure like they would have maybe like added Rare Enchant Lane on Wednesday, and then later on they would have added Epic Magicals and upgraded the Nexus Nucleus. Really weird. Let me some real quick. I had some music I wanted to have in the background before the trailer started, but then OBS did a poo-poo and exited out of the video, but now I need to bring it back up. Just give me a second. There we go. Alright. Let's look at the new monsters real quick.
Imperial Workshop monsters! And oh, they are so cute! We've got rare meat.
So we've got rare Meebeth. Or Meatkin. how it has the mech in. Is that poison or crystal? Is that poison? Oh wait, no, it's the two elements that Meatkin doesn't have. That's neat. That's neat. Makes me wonder what they'll do for the epic Meatkin in terms of like the mead on its brain stick. I like the blue and purple. Let me bring up Meatkin. I keep getting mixed up. Yeah, instead of like the little. Doesn't Meatkin like make a noise with like the little antenna it has and then its tail? Looks like they've completely removed that. So they're gonna make a sound now. Change it to like the little green antenna and green tail like twitch a bit, like certain sounds. Like Meatkin has like the sort of noise, but it also has like a little shake noise, like very subtle. I wonder.
You deserve the best.
See right there. It makes like a little rustling noise. The tail is completely gone entirely. Instead, there's just the wings. I'll get to you later. Yeah, it's just wings, so I don't know if the wings are gonna twitch or they're just gonna have the sound just there. We'll have to see it in action. We'll have to see it in action. I'll have to see it in action to see what happens.
And continuing its strong association with the meat critters of the workshop. Oh! We got rare.
So then we have rare bullet, right? I have seen a fish that looks like this. It's really cloudy. It's like a nut to that. I'm thinking of like that one fish in like Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'll never switch to, so I can't play Bonanza. I did have it, but it's not like cloudy at all. It's monkey blue. It's also an anglerfish. It scares me like almost like godlike. It's like what's the term? It's like a term that's like comes from the sky. It's like not really heavenly, but like cloud, like paradise with like a lot of gold and like someplace you probably find like some gods, like Zeus. You know, I'm thinking of like kind of reminds me of like I think the lightning rod from Stallions. Maybe a griffin. No, it's not a griffin. I've seen like some like I was thinking of like a. I swear I've seen like some like griffin like creature in like some media. I don't remember where. That looked somewhat like a rare Blair, but I can't really think of what it is at the moment.
Rare Blair looking light.
I like its tail like.
There's a further. Oh, that's nice. There's Rare Gadzooks.
And this just makes you think of Easter Hippity Hop. It even has like Epic U, it even has whiskers like a little bunny.
And
interesting how they decided to make these two even more of like a low in their rare variants, the rare forms. I don't know, this feels more like it'd be like a costume. You do like that in like a costume than a variant. Maybe this match of like colors has been off. It kind of feels like some of these changes would feel more like just costumes, like doing different common rare Blaric is just like the tail. Like Yuri just has like the extra eyes. I think that's about it. I don't know. Seems more like costumes and variants.
Rare Eureka, making an absolutely dashing pair. And
Oh yeah, Rare Yuri also has a tail. Neat.
And finally, we have Rare Ogler,
This one looks pretty cool.
my personal favorite. Pretty sleuths in the compare. And finally, we have Rare Ogler, my personal favorite.
The black is actually that's pretty cool. I like the general theme. The color scheme is pretty nice. General like bronze and gold, even a bit of silver down the bottom. Though I do want to like see it play what its like little things look like, little squares, holographic like squares it has. I guess mech. Heads, whatever it's called. I can see what that looks like. That's about it for the trailer. Let's see if the new stuff has been added to sites like the wiki. I guess, I'll explain why in a little bit. Second, just gonna just let me go ahead and remove the card. No need for that for the stream. And let me change colors. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Here we go. Let me do a bit of adjustments. see if other people have figured out what the synthesizer does, or its upgrade, what it will do. Okay, no. Up comes... upgrade for the attunement or dish harmonizer. Right, it's the attunement structure, not the nursery, whatever. Verified, yeah. Let's see. Let me see how this works. Let's go back to the reason what I like to do is I have which I explained in my last stream. I think it was my last stream that I have like a slideshow, like all the history for everything that happened in the games. Prediction for 2025. Let me check, see if I have. So as you can see, I have my predictions here. You see, I predicted. I don't know why I put an epic 128. I should have changed. When I see, I should have removed the epic weapon because I realized that we wouldn't get an epic weapon because looking at the history of what has come out during the anniversary month, we don't get monsters from an existing class unless it's the first monster of a new class or the last monster of an already existing class. The only exceptions to that were prismatic monsters and then young dromedary. Dromedary and Donifier. And that's it. Okay, let's move. Yeah, maybe Carmore Islands, that's a fair guess. Epic Magicals, as well as Rare Enchantment, that's also a fair guess. Epic Catalyst, I'd say that's a fair guess without really at the end of a sort of subclass or the beginning of a subclass. When I say subclass, I mean like naturals and fire monsters, and then also expansion fire monsters, island affairs versus workshop affairs, mythicals versus druid, those are like subclasses. That's what I mean by that. So we've got a lot coming in because of that. I will say I won't be adding structure upgrades and like new costumes just yet because I don't really have a good quality image of them. At least not a cropped one at the very least. also need, you can see here, I have, this is a web file. I can't really add web files. I can really add web files to slides for whatever reason. I need like a sort of middleware, something that'll to convert the web files to PNG files. So now we have Rare Ogre. Looks like they have transparent images for all 5 these days. That's pretty cool. That's really handy. I guess while I'm doing this, I would explain the bingo card. I removed that from my stream board, so I'm gonna have to fully add that again. I'm feeling a bit lazy. I can just explain what I had. From top left to top right, and then left to right, top to bottom. I had Mirror Fire Islands, which I think that's I think due to the missing space in terms of the cost with the other Mirror Islands. It was a safe bet to say that like we would eventually get like some kind of Mirror Fire Island. It's Fire Island, and then parentheses S. Because I'm not entirely sure if they might do like some unique Mirror Fire Island or just Mirror Fire Haven, Mirror Fire Oasis. A big good question is what would they do for Mirror Fire Oasis? What would they do differently with that? Like Rare Fire Haven, they could have like this supernatural element, and then have like a new structure that they might add on the fire to that. Inside it. But Fire Oasis could also maybe have like some electrical energy, but like, I don't know. It feels good. Repetitive, maybe? I don't know, considering that the whole island is monster made, it feels good. Then we had Mimic on another island. That's a way again, also right here. I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that the devs don't like having a monster only on one island. I don't know how credible that is, so I'll take that with a grain of salt, but I do know that they have implied that Fire Oasis will not be the only island that Mimic will appear on. Unfortunately, I'm now realizing that that might mean they just mean newer races, which that would suck. That should very much not be attention. When they say that, I'm sure like they know the implications. They mean that fans will assume they mean they come to another island and have a completely unique sound. Like not just the mere counterpart of an island. I think, is that how you spell Gedzooks? Yeah, 2 D's, 2 O's. Then, yeah. And then they just blur it. Yeah. They could just simply put Mimic on Gold Island. Or they could also add them to do like an expansion pack, like natural islands. I doubt that considering how filled out natural islands are. And then they could also make an entirely new island for Mimic. Sort of Mimic island. Also, though, they probably, I'm pretty sure they also implied that like whatever other islands we could go to would also have like different hatching times. So, and then I'm pretty sure it will, like, at the very least go on Gold Island, because if you include the fire monsters and the Woboks all as natural monsters, the statement is still true that every single natural monster can be found in the higher plane, except for Mimic. Regardless if you include fire monsters and or Woboks as natural monsters, that statement is still true. Mimic is the only natural monster to not be found in the higher plane in some way. And I don't see why not. I don't see why Mimic shouldn't be on a higher plane, whether that be Gold Island or maybe Amber Island for some reason. I think it should go to the higher plane. Catalyst. That's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like our general predictions is that the epic Dream Mythicals will come. If we were to get epic Catalyst now, the epic Dream Mythicals would release at around their parent mythicals affiliated season. Like we get Bleak, just like the rare Dream Mythicals. So we get Bleak Nick for Speedful, Epic Crunchy for Esrovier, Epic Mirror for Feast Denver, etc. Then Rare Workshop already got a new Dawn of Fire structure, essentially just what the essences will be used for, which that itself is a separate box. So the slight chance that we don't get a new structure that uses the essences. CG5 monster, which I'm pretty sure I already explained at the beginning of the stream, with the favorite workshop remix that he announced in the works. I remember, like, it could be possible we could get like, another. We could get like another sort of Sugar Bush like monster. How it's like based on like an actual person. But this time it'd be instead of Christian Bush, it's CG5. And then next up would be the next islet, which would be sort of self-explanatory. That would be sort of the next islet that we get. So to explain Crystallium, I need to explain Hypersite, which is another one of the last boxes. For context, I made the bingo card and then took all of the spaces I had made and randomized it in random order. So that was what I used. But I had Pyrosite in another box as one of the last boxes. Since Pyrosite had recently been seen in the unlock screen when you get to level 50 in Dawn of Fire. So people have been theorizing, including myself, that Pyrosite will be re-implemented into the game in some way. We get, alongside it, we get well, Pyrosite Crystal and then carved and polished Pyrosite Crystals. Since those are what you see in the unlock screen, you don't see the raw one. Since you collect them on the map. Actually, do you see the outer island crystals in the unlock screens? Let me see the crystals. Confedite, Nebulox, Aurorium, and Chlorates. Those crystals. Do you see those in the unlock screen? When do you get them? Look at level 41. What say if you unlock the base crystal when you level up, unlock them, but I know that the level up screen with the Pyrosite crystal only has carved and polished. It does not have a legal sword. I don't know if that implies the existence of a further land, which is another construct. It's another box in the bingo card. What was that? Oh yeah, but because of Pyrosite, I thought maybe they had the last, since they were, so everything from like Dawn of Fire that was like once, scrapped, the outer crystals, and the structures, the original craftable items, all the stuff that was like was scrapped was like coming back. Like even like technically the coming soon one was being like brought back in a possible way because of the little hint at the end of the update description for Anglo being added to Dawn of Fire. Yeah, I thought like maybe because that we then get Crystallium back in some way as well. It's one of the more out there predictions, like I said, I kind of wanted more to make sure like more obvious and then some more out there predictions. And then next box was the essence usage. Self-explanatory, we've been teased. Then coming back more specifically at Anniversary Month with the video on the Deconstructor. Oh, right. What was I gonna do? Usage, self-explanatory. The next one was the Firelands, and explain that. I think it was, did that, there was like a spread Firelands. Like, there are like a few things like with Parasite coming back, maybe a new structure for that land. That like there would be a Firelands. I find that pretty exciting. That theoretically you'd unlock at level 50. I believe that's the max video, right? The max level. Yeah. The next Titan Soul. Another safe prediction that because Anniversary Month is a pretty big event, it will be natural to have a sort of Wobox-like event. Wobox-like announcement. They have said like Titan Souls are going to be Wobox-like events. So I thought, hey, why not? At Titan Soul. And then they could also do the final Paranormal Paradox at like the beginning of the month. Then the next month they could do Paranormal Island, like the finale. And then the next one, next box is Humatite, as in the Humatite Castle in Mythical Island. This is sort of in the main game we have the crystalline castles, which every single crystalline castle is based on the Dawn of Fire, either Dawn of Fire crystals, either they're in the game right now, or they were once scrapped and now are in the game, or are still scrapped at the moment. So we have the Vegetite, Frozen, Skylight, Stonix castles on the natural island, Counterparts. We've got Parasite castles on the Fire Islands, Crystallian castles on Ethereal Island and Magical Sanctum, and presumably Ethereal Workshop will get that link. We've got Fedite, Nebulas, Orion, Quartz castles on the Magical Islands. And we have the Hamatite castle. Every other crystalline castle is based on a crystal that was planned to or is in Dawn of Fire, except for the Hamatite castle. It is considered a crystalline castle. By all accounts, it is a crystalline castle. It looks like the exact same side, with just with a more mythical island-esque color scheme, and then Hamatite instead of another crystal in the place of the other crystals. So what? And then it's upgraded after the Paradise Castle. So by all accounts, it's technically a crystalline castle, but it's kind of weird how it's based on a sort of new material. And I think at the time was brand new. So it makes me wonder if maybe we could have Hamatite added to the game in some way. Don't think we'd have I don't think we'd have polished or carved Hamatite based on the castle. I think it'd just be pure Hamatite. Next box, Adult Mythical / Season. Essentially just the adult versions of the 4 seasons and mythicals being added to Dawn of Fire. In some way, either they're on a new island or they're just added to the outer islands. Regardless, I'd say that's still so next up is Dawn of Fire on Steam. I think we should get Dawn of Fire on Steam at some point. It'd be nice to have it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So let's add that to here. Then I think the next box in the big card was see a reason why there shouldn't be some kind of hex monster in Dot 5. Regardless of your definition of the hex, whether that be a completely unique monster or Warlocks, I don't see a reason why the hex, in broad terms, shouldn't be in Dot 5. If it's because, like, Galvaner made the Warlocks, like, after the, right before the Cataclysm, that makes me think, why didn't the Colossals make a hex? How come the Colossals didn't make some kind of hex? Our first implication of the Warlocks being the hex was, like, the handler stating that when all six elements combine, it makes something supernatural or electrical. So I don't see why the Warlocks shouldn't be, like, breedable. So that's how we first knew. Like, I think that's how we know that the Warlocks is the hex. All 6 elements combined make something electrical. How would we have known that if we had not experimented with that before? Whether that would be the Colossals' experiments or our own experiments or something. There should be a reason why we know that. So I don't see why we shouldn't have the Warlocks in Dawn of Fire. Preferably if he is breedable. Like, the Warlocks isn't like a regular Warlocks where you need to box every monster. I think that is required as a supplement to the lack of all 6 elements. And that includes Gold Island, because you don't have the fire element. You have all 5 natural elements, but you don't have the fire element. And then the fire islands still only have 4 elements, not all 6. The continent has all 6 elements, so that is different. There is no supplementing needed, there is no boxing that should be required. So I think, like, the Warlocks should be treated like a natural monster in most senses, aside maybe of just like the element. But maybe they could just list the Warlocks as all 6 elements. I see no problem with that, but other than just lack of consistency. I think we can move on to something different. I believe for now, not all I can do is a slideshow. This I don't think I've seen. This is a little list. There we go, you can hear the music in the background. Yes, I'm not going to disclose that any further, just saying it is there. I might share it in the near future. Or at least it's true intention. Yeah, this is a little list. I just like making like spreadsheets of random stuff. This is one of them. I like making just like a little spreadsheet of every monster in release order. So I've been updating it for quite a while. Check the creation date of a spreadsheet or a file in Google Drive. Yeah, anyways, now with this new update, okay, so Rare Clavivera was the newest monster at the time. The Purple Explorer 2023 trailer happened on the day of the update. On the day that Epic Skies was added. Base game only. Got one for Bonfire. And where to go? It is like, I think it'll be so nice to have like a easy, permanent way to get 100% permanent way to get variants. Like for Amber Island, it's like the variants are permanent because